What if I told you that a tiny 2 cent coin, even in bad condition, could be worth millions of dollars? Most people ignore these small coins, thinking they're worthless, but hidden among them are rare error coins, low mintage treasures, and unique minting mistakes that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for. First up, the 2 cent 2010 coin, commonly referred to in German as €2 cent 2010, is one of the smallest yet most widely circulated denominations within the euro currency system. Although it may seem insignificant due to its low face value of 2 cents, this coin carries layers of economic, historical, and material significance that become even more interesting when examining examples in bad or heavily worn condition. By the year 2010, the euro had already been in use for nearly a decade since its physical introduction in 2002, and coins like the 2 cent had become deeply embedded in everyday financial transactions across the eurozone. The coin is composed of copper-plated steel, a combination chosen for durability and cost efficiency. The outer copper layer provides the coin with its recognizable reddish-brown appearance, while the inner steel core gives its structural strength. However, this very composition becomes highly relevant when discussing coins in poor condition, because over time, especially under harsh environmental exposure, the copper plating can wear off, revealing the steel beneath. This often leads to visible corrosion, dark spots, and even rust, particularly in humid climates or when coins are stored improperly. The reverse side, common European design, of the 2 cent coin features a globe with Europe prominently displayed, symbolizing unity and cooperation among European nations. Designed by Luke Lukes, this side also includes the denomination, 2 cent. In coins that are in bad condition, this design can become significantly degraded. The fine lines that define the continents may fade, and the inscription might appear partially erased. In extreme cases, only the general outline of the globe remains visible. On the obverse side, national design, each Eurozone country issues its own version of the coin. For instance, Germany's 2010 2 cent coin typically displays an oak twig, a symbol of endurance and national identity. In worn examples, the leaves of the oak twig may appear flattened or merged into the background due to years of abrasion. The mint mark and the year, 2010, might still be visible, but often they are faint or partially worn away, especially in coins graded at the lowest levels. When a coin is described as being in bad condition, it usually falls into grading categories such as poor P1, fair FR2, or about good AG3. At these levels, the coin has experienced extensive circulation, meaning it has been used in thousands of transactions over many years. Physical characteristics of such coins include deep scratches, edge dents, surface smoothing, and discoloration. The raised rim may be flattened, reducing its protective function and allowing further wear to the central design. One of the most common issues seen in heavily circulated 2 cent coins is surface contamination. Dirt, oils, and residues from handling can accumulate over time, creating a dull or uneven appearance. Combined with oxidation, this can lead to a patchy look where some areas are darker or even blackened. In extreme cases, coins may become sticky or develop a rough texture due to prolonged exposure to moisture and environmental pollutants. From a numismatic coin collecting perspective, a 2 cent 2010 coin in poor condition typically holds minimal collectible value. Most collectors prefer coins in uncirculated or mint condition, where details are sharp and surfaces are clean. A badly worn coin is usually valued only at its face value unless it possesses a rare minting error. Examples of such errors include double strikes, off-center designs, or anomalies in metal composition. Even then, the poor condition can significantly reduce the premium that collectors are willing to pay. However, it is important to note that not all 2 cent coins are equal. Coins issued by countries with lower mintages, such as Monaco, San Marino, or Vatican City, can be more desirable. If a 2010 coin from one of these regions were found, even in worn condition, it might still attract interest, although the value would be far lower than a well-preserved example. In contrast, coins from countries like Germany, France, or Spain are produced in massive quantities, making worn examples extremely common and therefore not valuable in the collector's market. The economic role of the 2 cent coin has also been debated in recent years. Some Eurozone countries have considered or implemented rounding systems to reduce the use of 1 and 2 cent coins in cash transactions. This has led to discussions about the future of such low-denomination coins. Nevertheless, in 2010, these coins were still actively minted and widely used, making them an essential part of daily commerce. From a historical viewpoint, a worn 2 cent 2010 coin can be seen as a small artifact of modern European life. It may have traveled across multiple countries, passed through countless hands, and been involved in everyday purchases ranging from groceries to transportation. Each scratch and imperfection represents a piece of its journey, making even a low-value coin an object of narrative and historical curiosity. In terms of preservation, even coins in bad condition can be stabilized to prevent further deterioration. Collectors recommend storing coins in a dry, temperature-controlled environment, preferably in protective holders or albums. Cleaning is generally discouraged, especially with abrasive methods, as it can remove the remaining copper layer and further damage the coin's surface. Gentle rinsing with distilled water may be acceptable in some cases, but harsh chemicals should always be avoided. In conclusion, the 2 cent 2010 Sway Euro cent coin in bad condition may not hold significant monetary value, but it remains a fascinating subject for study. Its worn surfaces tell a story of circulation, usage, and time. While it may only be worth its face value in the marketplace, its educational and historical significance should not be overlooked. For beginners in coin collecting, such coins provide an excellent opportunity to learn about grading, material composition, and the effects of environmental exposure on metal objects. Even in its most damaged state, this small coin continues to represent the broader economic system of the Eurozone and the everyday transactions that sustain it. Next up, the 2 cent 2001 coin is an interesting and historically important piece within the euro currency system, especially when examined in bad or heavily circulated condition. Although euro coins officially entered circulation in 2002, many coins, including the 2 cent, were minted earlier in 1999, 2000, and 2001 to prepare for the transition from national currencies to the euro. This makes the 2001 dated coins part of the early pre-circulation mint series, adding a subtle historical importance even if their monetary value remains low in most cases. The 2 cent coin is made from copper-plated steel, which plays a major role in how the coin ages over time. In fresh condition, the coin has a bright reddish-brown shine, but in bad condition, this appearance changes dramatically. Years of handling, friction, and environmental exposure cause the copper layer to wear down. Once the thin copper coating is compromised, the steel core underneath becomes vulnerable to oxidation and rust, especially in humid conditions. This is why badly worn 2 cent coins often display dark spots, uneven coloring, or rough textures that are not present in higher-grade examples. The reverse side common European design of the coin features a globe with Europe highlighted, symbolizing unity and integration across the continent. The denomination, 2 cent, is clearly marked alongside the map. In a coin from 2001 that has been in circulation for many years and is now in poor condition, this design can become heavily degraded. The lines of the map may fade, and the text may appear partially erased or flattened due to constant contact with other coins and surfaces. In extreme cases, only the outline of the design remains visible. On the obverse side, each Eurozone country has its own unique design. For example, countries like Spain, France, Germany, and Italy each issued their own versions of the 2 euro-cent coin in 2001. Germany's version features an oak twig, while Spain's version includes the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela. In bad condition, these designs lose their sharpness. Fine details such as leaves, architectural lines, or inscriptions become smooth and indistinct. The year, 2001, may still be visible, but often it appears faint, especially if the coin has reached a very low grade. Coins in such condition are typically classified under numismatic grading systems as poor P1, fair FR2, or about good AG3. At these levels, the coin has undergone extreme wear, and only the most basic elements of the design are still identifiable. The rim may be flattened, reducing its protective function, and the surface may be covered with scratches, dents, and discoloration. In some cases, the coin may even be slightly bent or warped due to physical stress over time. One of the most notable features of a badly worn 2 euro-cent 2001 coin is the presence of corrosion and environmental damage. Because the coin contains steel beneath its copper layer, exposure to moisture can lead to rust formation. This is particularly common in regions with high humidity or where coins are stored in poor conditions. Rust not only affects the appearance of the coin but can also weaken its structure, leading to pitting and surface breakdown. From a collector's perspective, a 2 euro-cent 2001 coin in bad condition is generally not considered valuable. Its worth typically remains at its face value of 2 cents. However, there are a few exceptions that can increase its value. For example, if the coin has a rare mint error, such as being struck off-center, having a double image, or being made from an incorrect metal, it could attract interest even in worn condition. Additionally, coins from countries with low mintage numbers, such as Monaco, San Marino, or Vatican City, may hold higher value compared to those from countries with large production volumes like Germany or France. It is also worth noting that the 2001 coins are part of the early euro minting phase, which gives them a slight historical appeal. They represent the preparation period before the euro became the official circulating currency across many European countries. For collectors who are interested in the history of the euro, even worn coins from this period can be meaningful additions to a collection. The economic significance of the 2 euro-cent coin has been debated over time. Due to its low value, some countries have reduced or eliminated its use in everyday transactions by implementing rounding systems. Despite this, the coin remains legal tender and continues to circulate in many parts of the Eurozone. In 2001, however, these coins were still an essential part of the monetary system, and millions were produced to ensure a smooth transition to the new currency. From a practical standpoint, coins in bad condition are often still usable in transactions unless they are severely damaged. However, extremely corroded or bent coins may be rejected by vending machines or even by retailers. Central banks in Eurozone countries typically allow individuals to exchange damaged coins under certain conditions, ensuring that the currency system remains functional. In terms of preservation, even low-value coins can benefit from proper care. Storing coins in a dry, cool environment can help prevent further corrosion. Collectors often use coin holders, albums, or protective capsules to keep their coins safe. Cleaning is generally discouraged, as it can remove remaining details and reduce any potential collectible value. For coins already in bad condition, improper cleaning can make them even less desirable. In conclusion, the €2 2001 coin in bad condition is a common yet historically interesting piece of the euro currency system. While it may not be valuable in terms of money, it offers insight into the early days of the euro, the effects of long-term circulation, and the importance of material composition in coin durability. Its worn appearance tells a story of years of use, making it more than just a small coin. It becomes a physical record of everyday economic life across Europe. Please like and subscribe to my channel.